Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keys' World Collections. I'm Keys, and today we are relaxing. I got my sweet tea out. I got my slides on. I know you can't see, but I'm kicking my feet up, and we're relaxing today. This is the second statue I was telling you about from Jim. So this is Green Lantern exclusive. That's the two heads. Now this is John Stewart. He's part of my Mount Rushmore, and he is sold out everywhere. Some people didn't like the base, but we're gonna see it in hand and we're gonna see how it looks. I'm gonna give my honest opinion at the end. But as for right now, tell you a little bit something about it and what this piece means to me. For one, it's the first black superhero that I came across. It was actually during Static Shock, right before Static Shock aired, and I learned about John Stewart, and I instantly found love with him. He was the first black superhero in DC, made in 1971. So I think I know for a fact that he touched a lot of kids, especially in Justice League Unlimited, the cartoon, when he replaced Hal Jordan, and then Hal Jordan came in afterwards, and he had a bigger role, and you didn't really see from him in the movies anymore. You don't see from him. So this statue means a lot. But enough of the talking. Let's go ahead and break the box open. All right, I'll see you next time. Alright, everybody, so here's the art box. You got the statue in the front, John Stewart himself, premium format as it says. So the art box is pretty simple. The uniform, the Green Lantern Corps uniform is pretty fucking simple, so I don't expect anything else to be different. Here we got the Green Lantern logo, and that's pretty much it. It's simple, like I said. So let's go ahead, pop this bad boy open, then we'll show you all the pieces inside. And before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for our next video. All right, let's go. All right, everyone, so we're back now. We got the box open, we got the plastic out the way, and I'm looking at him, and he looks amazing. So first, we're gonna go ahead and get the base out, as usual. And actually, it's really light. It's not as heavy as any of my other bases. This is actually the lightest one, but it's one of the biggest ones. Look at the bottom. Nice bottom to it. But yeah, I'm actually really surprised. Let's just put that back in there. We're gonna look at some of his constructs that he can make. So it has the symbol. I like that a lot. Got to be delicate with these pieces right here because they will break. Here's another construct. I honestly don't know what it is, but it's probably part of the base some type of way, so we'll see when we get it on. And let's go with the body. Now the body, I can tell. Actually, let's move this out the way so we get a better look at the body. Now the body, I can tell, is all the weight. The body is actually pretty heavy, way heavier than I thought it would be. His construct, which is a gun. As we all know, John Stewart was a part of the Marines, and he was also a constructor after he got court-martialed. So, and then the head sculpts. So a lot of people didn't like this statue for other reasons besides the head sculpt. And man, let me tell you, it's like amazing. Look at that. The hair looks, even feels like real. It's creepy, man. But it looks good. And then the one I'll be displaying is the exclusive Screaming Portrait. He got the little part in his hair. You know how we do, man. All right, so now that we got it open, Next thing we're gonna do is put them together. We're actually gonna assemble them on camera so you guys get to see that. All right, let's go. All right, so we're back. So I actually had to assemble it myself off camera. I had a little trouble with the peg. So the peg in here is, I'm not saying bend it, because you're gonna have to kind of curve it in there to fit, because not only is there a peg behind it, there's also a peg where the green, where his power goes in, his construct. So just be aware of that. Don't try to force it in, of course. Don't try to, you might break it, but please be aware of that. Man, on a scale of Gambit to that's a lot of pieces. Like, it's a lot within the statue. Let's start at the base as always. The base is so simple. The base, by far, this is not my favorite base out of any of the statues that I have. I will say that. The base kind of takes away from the statue. I don't mind how the green is more of a cartoon feel. I honestly don't mind that, because on the hand here, it has, let me take this off for you guys. Oops. So on his hand, Sideshow painted his hand green, so it seems like the power from the ring is showing. So I don't mind that at all. His suit, I just wish that the power that he's exhibiting, the green kind of matched his suit in some way. He has that darker green on there, so I just wish that was a little bit different. Once again, how the bullet, I say, or the missile that is launching from his construct, his gun, I wish that was translucent compared to everything else. I mean, he's shooting it away, let it be translucent. But overall, the sculpt on the body, the anatomy, perfect. Paint job, amazing. Head sculpt, like I said, look at that, guys. And that's not even the one I'll be displaying, that's a collector's edition. But it's still a really good head sculpt. And I think if you want to, if you have the chance to pick this up from anybody or anywhere, do it. It is, if you're a DC collector and you want a 1/4 scale Green Lantern, this is perfect. I do think it's better than Tweeter's head Green Lantern, or Hal Jordan. I do think it's better. I have seen that one in person. Didn't really like it, but let's go ahead and change out the head sculpts. Magnet is pretty strong. There you go. So I actually like it like this. I don't really care for putting this on here. I don't see the point in this. This, to me, just adds to the cheesiness of the green. To be honest, I could rock it like this and position it where I don't see that peg wherever I put it on display, and I'd be perfectly fine with that. I could not care less. So concept, we're gonna grade this now. Concept, letter grade, I'm gonna give it a C+. I like the concept of him using his power, I really do. I like the way they're showcasing him using the power. I do not agree on how they executed it. The paint job, mostly. I like how they try to make it intricate within his construct, but again, it's not a, it's just executed poorly to me. The base, I'm gonna give the base a D, maybe a plain D+ or a C. I've seen better bases, but I've also seen worse bases, so I can't straight up give it an F. Head sculpt is a A+. Love that head sculpt. It's one of the best head sculpts that I've seen Sideshow do. The hair, like I said, guys, you guys really gotta feel the hair, because it seems like they sat there and they prickled each hair on him, so it really feels good. When we get close-ups, you'll see what I'm talking about, but there's veins in his head and his forehead, on his temple. It really shows the emotion of him getting after it. His suit, like I like that sleek feel on his suit, as it should be. I like the green, how it's darker, and this pretty much is how I picture John Stewart to be. And like I said, I do like the gun because he was part of the Marines. but that green, that green just, it takes away a lot from this statue, and it's sad because this is a really good body. The body on him is really good. But like I said, if you want a 1/4 DC Green Lantern, this is the way to go. They don't have a Hal Jordan for what I know of, unless you guys seen a custom, but this is the way to go. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this back on first of all. But we're gonna go ahead and, maybe I'm not putting this back on. I'm not putting this back on. But we're gonna go ahead and give you guys 360s of everything, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about John Stewart and why he is the best Green Lantern in the Corps. Many of you already know why, but I like to reiterate myself. So let's go. All right, y'all. So we're back with these 360 views. So John Stewart first appeared in 1971. He is the first African American superhero that DC created. He was also created by Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams. His first appearance was in Green Lantern Volume 2. Little back information about him. John was born in Detroit, Michigan. Later in life, he joined the Marine Corps but got kicked out for hitting a high-ranking officer. In some iterations or some other issues of comic books, he was also a constructor, whereas why he is able to construct such strong abilities and such forth, and why his will is so strong. This statue was sculpted by Keith Knipsky. The design was by Ian McDonald and Alex P. I can't say the last name, I don't want to butcher it. But the height on this is about 20.5 inches tall. The width is about 13 inches and the depth is about 20 inches. So you're getting a good statue if you want to put it on display. Now, all in all, I think this is a perfect statue for if you just need to complete your DC line. I don't think it's a statue you should rush to, but they stopped making these, and it's a statue you might want. And later down the line, if they do make another John Stewart, then you might want that one. I do think he is better than Tweeterhead's Hal Jordan statue, just because Sideshow did take the initiative to do something different and make more of it. I do think some of the parts on him are unnecessary, but all in all, it's a good statue. His body sculpt is amazing, but that cartoon green is gonna take some time getting used to. But like I said, there's some pieces that you can take off, like the energy blast that comes off the end of the gun that he created. You can take that off and just display the gun. The power around his hand, around his ring hand, you can take that off. There's certain things about this statue you can take off, and sometimes, or in this case, I would say less is more. So you don't need to display everything, but for as much money as we be paying for these statues, I know you guys are gonna want to do that. So these are just my 2 cents, what I think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy these 360 views that Bree provided to you behind the camera. All right, thanks, peace.